Welcome back to Network Africa. The United Nations World Food Programme has warned that millions of people in Somalia risk famine as drought continues to hit the country. Close to 3 million people cannot meet their daily food requirements and require urgent humanitarian assistance, while another 3.3 million Somalis need livelihood support to keep them from sliding into crisis. Meanwhile, Mogadishu's Banadir Hospital says close to 50 children have died from hunger-related ailments at the facility over the last 2 months, while at least 1,200 children are being treated for severe malnutrition, dehydration, cholera and diarrhea. Doctors say the hospital is overwhelmed and are asking for more rapid support.
47 children have died from hunger-related ailments in Banadir Hospital in the Somali capital, Mogadishu, over the last 2 months. At least 1,200 children were treated for severe malnutrition at the medical facility in the same period. Water sources have dried up due to the prolonged drought in Somalia, forcing thousands to drink contaminated water as living conditions deteriorate. A cholera outbreak has affected nearly 8,000 people, and this has killed more than 180 so far.
The most cases, the death cause is the dehydration. We are doing the rehydration of the child, and we've given also some antibiotics for that because it's acute watery diarrhea and suspect you have cholera, and then we are giving erythromycin in children and doxycycline in adults. This is what we have done so far.
Banadir Hospital's pediatric wing is overcrowded with critical cases, and the 200-bed government-run facility is overwhelmed. The hospital receives patients from as far away as Somalia's Bakul region, which is more than 350 kilometers from Mogadishu, Lower Shabelle region, and from internally displaced persons camps around the capital. The United Nations is warning that the country risks a repeat of the 2011 famine that killed around 260,000 people.
The support is coming late, and this is the drought-affected population already is they have diarrhea, they have malnutrition, because already they have some, and they are losing lives. What we need is, if you are doing the support, it's better to have early support.
Aid workers are asking for $825 million to provide aid to 6.2 million Somalis, about half the country's population.
In the world of sports, it's election day tomorrow for African football as voters elect a new chairman for the Confederation of African Football, CAF. Analysts say for the first time since it came to power in 1988, incumbent President Issa Hayatou faces a serious challenge. Only twice before has the Cameroonian run against another candidate and he swept aside both with ease. That was Angola's Armando Machado in 2000 and Ismail Bamji of Botswana in 2004. This time, many believe Hayatou's opponent, Hamad Ahmad of Madagascar, could change the status quo. So let's get more on this story from our sports correspondent, Cecilia Omorugbe, who joins us live on the program. You're welcome to the program, Cecilia.
Thank you for having me, Tokwe.
So is this the end of the road for Issa Hayatou?
Oh, will I say yes or no? It depends on the outcome of the elections tomorrow. But then you read about the fact that since 1988 he has not really had this serious challenge. Ahmad Ahmad happens to be the first one who is actually coming, head to head to him. And if you check the fact that he's been there for a very long time, and most people are talking about change, it happens in Asia, it happens in Europe, it happened at FIFA, CONCACAF and some other federations. But in CAF, we've been stuck with one man for 29 years. This year is going to make 30 years, 29 years. So it's been a long time. And when the wind of change is sweeping across everywhere, and with what happened when Gianni Infantino was contesting for FIFA presidency, and of course for Issa Hayatou to say, okay, CAF is going to have a block vote and all that, we're going to have a vote for Al Khalifa of Bahrain, who is the president of Asian Confederation. So it tells you a whole lot that some people still did not, accept that. Some people actually did not, vote for Khalifa. They went for Gianni Infantino. So that alone will tell you that this election, it's something you really can't predict. But those that actually want change will obviously want to have Ahmad Ahmad coming into the fore, because for Hayatou, he's been there for a very, very long time. But I think tomorrow it's going to be a very tough one for him because he's been going around, he has never done that before, going around and seeking for votes. He's been doing that, and some policies have been in play because in January, Madagascar was supposed to host the under 17 African Cup of Nations, but right now it's been given to Gabon. So, and that was at the time that Ahmad actually declared that he's going to contest against Hayatou. So there's a whole lot going on. And Zambia recently, after they won the under-20 tournament, what happened there was that said Zambia can actually host the next Nations Cup, the Nations Cup in 2025. So it tells you a whole lot is happening.
So Cecilia, what is Nigeria's interest in this election?
The fact that Amaju Pinnick has publicly declared that he's going for Ahmad, and also he's also seeking a seat in CAF. He wants to be there. He's going to contest against the guy from Benin Republic, Ajorin. So this is going to be another angle we're looking at it. And the fact that far back when Hayatou became CAF president, there was this time when they said the man from Nigeria that was supposed to be there was actually nobody coming from the side of Nigeria. So Madagascar happens to be the only country that voted for Nigeria at that time. So it's more like they're trying to have a payback time now, because at that time, Hayatou, that was very young, says the man in charge was too old, so they need kind of a young blood and all that. So right now, Nigeria also, the NFF president also wants someone that is very young, and they want that change. And for him to have come up to say he's going to have a positive change, and also looking at transparency and try to remove politics away from CAF. So I think that's the reason. So whoever is going to win, if Ahmad wins, I think maybe we'll have some favor, because especially with Amaju Pinnick actually supporting him.
So finally, what are some of Issa Hayatou's legacies that may sway the poll in his favor?
Okay, everyone is saying that he was actually responsible for the very first World Cup in Africa, hosted in South Africa. That is what everyone is holding on to. We've not really, outside that, we've not really seen any changes at all. Okay, you would say the fact that, there was a time he extended the tenure of presidency and all that, because just to favor him. But outside that, we've not really seen so much that he has done. But when you look at the legacy, the fact that Africa was able to host the World Cup during his time, that alone is something that everyone will definitely remember him for. Outside that, I think there's not much about it.
Well, I guess that's debatable. Cecilia, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa.
Thank you.
And that's it today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Temitope Fagbemi.